Hello guys, Lincoln here with some bad news and some good news. The good news are, I mentioned in my previous video that every player in server 1 up to server 12 no longer could play grand solo events. Every grand solo event was transformed into a cross-server event, fighting among 12 different servers instead of one. And this in itself is actually not a big problem, but the problem was the rewards stay the same, and you can't have 12 servers and still have the same amount of rewards. Especially, biggest problem is actually not that either, it's the rank. Only having 100 places when you have so many players playing will just force most of the casual players to just skip these events. They will log in once a day, do some stuff, and then log out, and in the end they will just quit this game because they can't do any of these contests. These ranks needs to be increased to at least 500 places, maybe 1000, depends on the amount of players that plays on these 12 servers. But at least 500 places, that's what I would say, and the rewards needs to be increased to at least the double. If you double the amount of fragments, that's a lot if you get first place, so that would be enough of a carrot to actually push everyone to fight for first place. But as it is now, it's just bad. And there was a lot of complaints, and they made a rollback now, so most of these events are as normal again, Grand Soul events for now. So good news is they actually listen to what we say. The bad news is that they did this change in the first place, and that's a big concern actually. Why would they do such a thing? Because I would guess if you would ask any senior player who's been playing for a long time, if a change of this would be done, what would happen? Everyone would say the same. Everyone would quit. It wouldn't be worth it. Still, they did it. So this is a concern that they don't really understand the players. They need to do something about this. They need to, I think, get a couple of players into the drawing board. It's not enough with the developers, to be honest, because things like this can't just happen. It's just the time spent doing a change like this and then listening to all the complaints, handling the complaints, and then doing the rollback. Well, that time spent, they could actually be making a sorting function for items instead. Wouldn't that have been lovely, being able to see exactly which energy regen gear you have and energy on hit gear, and then you just throw away all the rest if that's what you want to do. Basically, it would be a lot easier to clean stuff than now. So considering that I know they don't have that many developers they're working on this game now, then they need to do the right stuff. Don't do foolish things that actually forces you to do rollbacks really bad, really bad. And we just don't want to see this in the future. They need to do something about this. In the management, they need to do something. They need some new players. They need to get someone else, because ideas like this can't happen, because they were just too bad in this case. When it comes to the talents, I've had a lot of questions how to unlock the talents, and there's been a lot of players trying to Google unlocking talents in Heroes of the Dark and haven't found anything. And the reason is really simple: you can't unlock the talents, period. And I don't think it will be implemented this year, at least, because in the roadmap that I saw today, they have nothing. They don't mention talents at all. So we have to wait until next year, I guess, until we see any talents. But on the roadmap, what we did see was, first of all, in September, we're going to have the server merge, and that's when we will see a lot of servers then merge into one, and hopefully we will start having a lot more fun, having more players in the old servers. We are not so many on the old servers, so that's a really good feature. In October, they're planning to do a arena battle in some form, maybe both some casual ways to fight against each other, but maybe also to gain some new rewards and glory. And in December, they're planning to do a cross-server event, kind of thing. So it will be server wars, I guess, one server against another server in some way. So this is what we're expecting. See you guys.